First Unitarian Church of Orlando. I am Charlotte Kendall, serving on our worship team here at 1U. With me in today's service are our worship leader, Reverend Margalie Belizaire, Director of Lifespan Religious Enrichment, Judith Stein-Farrall, Choir Director, Aubrey Connelly-Candelario, accompanist Danny Monzon-Viegas, Chalice Choir, and drummer Jacob Hike, board member Michael Lewis, and chalice lighter Esme. Let's not forget our teams of wonderful people in the background working diligently to ensure that we come together this morning. So thank you. We greet you this morning, old friends and new ones, as we explore our Unitarian Universalist faith, which draws us into a community of justice seekers with a commitment to lifelong spiritual growth and compassionate service to the community. Whether today is your first or 1,000th Sunday in our midst, you are welcome here. Whoever you are, whoever you love, you are welcome here. In this community, your whole self is welcome. We welcome your race, national origin, immigration status, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, physical or mental abilities, economic status, or religious background. We welcome you. Finally, for more information about our congregation and announcements, go to Orlando UU. Lost it. Go to orlandouu.org or email info@orlandouu.org. We have a couple of special announcements for you today. The Tenebrae service. Just a reminder that our annual Tenebrae service is this week on Friday, April 18th at 7:30 p.m. See the weekly update for more information. From Children's RE, next Sunday is Easter. There will be an Easter egg hunt and related activities when the children are sung out next week, after the Time for All Ages part of the service. Children's Choir is meeting immediately after the service this morning here in the sanctuary. Please pick up your children from RE and bring them back here so they can have one final rehearsal before Easter. Children will go to classes when we sing them out after the Time for All Ages, and the nursery is open until noon. I want to inform you about an upcoming workshop called Building Beloved Community Beyond the Binary: Advocacy, Empowerment, Allyship, on Saturday, April 26th, thank you very much, on Saturday, April 26th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Gather, learn, grow, and build community with transgender, non-binary folks and allies. Join us for workshops and timely information, keynote speaker, lunch, and connections in a supportive space for individuals across the gender spectrum. Please join us for our final Milk District Salon concert of the season this Saturday, April 19th at 7 p.m., featuring the talents of our own Aubrey Connelly-Candelario and Daniela Monzon-Viegas. If you're attending in person, be sure to join us for snacks and fellowship in Gore Hall after the service. That is right across the courtyard. And while there, start your legacy. The Endowment Board invites you to the Start Your Legacy workshop after service today from 12 to 2 in the Assembly Room. Join us for an informative and engaging seminar on the basics and importance of will and estate planning. We will have a special focus on those who are setting up their wills for the first time. Childcare will be provided. Please sign up using the QR code on the screen. This link will also be provided in our weekly newsletter. And now we have a word from Catherine Vaccaro.
Thank you, Charlotte. Jacob, can I have a drum roll, please? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, I am here today. I wish I had cheerleading pom-poms, but I do not. As a member of the Committee on Ministry, to remind you that everyone needs to complete the census. This is our short, easy to complete questionnaire that is so vital to the future of 1U. I'm delighted to report that over half the membership and a significant number of friends have already responded. But this information is so important. We need to know about you. We need everyone's input. Tomorrow is the deadline. If you're on campus today, a group of us will be in Gore Hall, and we will help you fill out the census during coffee hour and even during the town hall. And an email went out this morning to everyone with a link to the QR code or the internet site, so you can do it anytime, anywhere that works for you. If we don't hear from you, we will do individual outreach. But please, please save us from that effort and do it now. Thank you for helping us build a better future for liberal religion in Central Florida.
All other announcements are on slides before and after the service and have links in the weekly update or on our website. If you would like to follow along to the service, please use the QR code shown in the monitor and on the first few slides. Thank you for being here in person and online today. Please join me. Oh, I guess we should have our chalice lighter up here first. Okay, please join me in saying these opening words. In the light of truth and in the warmth of love, we gather to seek, to sustain, and to share. Please listen and reflect as Esme lights the chalice. Oh, are you going to speak? No, you'd like to? Okay, I'll go back. I misunderstood. Please listen and reflect as Esme reads, while I light the chalice with the words of Gordon B. McKeon.
Thank you, sir. Okay. All right. Oh, there we go. Good job. Takes a village.
Where do I go? Let there be light, let there be light, let it shine in dark places, in moments of pain, in times of grief, in the darkness of hatred, violence, apprehension, where the discouragement and despair, wherever darkness is to be put to flight, let there be light.
Nice, good job. Okay, step down.
Please rise in body or spirit and join me in singing our opening hymn number 1, May Nothing Evil Cross This Door.
nothing evil cross this door, and may ill fortune never pry about these windows. May the roar and rain go by. By faith made strong, the rafters will withstand the battering of the storm. This heart through all the world grow chill will keep you warm. He shall walk softly through these rooms, touching our lips with holy wine, till every casual corner moves into a shrine. With laughter down the rockish shouts, and though these sheltering walls are thin, may they be strong to keep me out and hold love in.
Beloveds, it is so good to be with you here this morning as we continue to explore the practice of joy. And today we're exploring grief, which is the shadow side of joy, and which is also the side that teaches us about compassion. And in that vein, I call us to worship with the words of Krista Stryker. For years, I protected myself from failure, not realizing that I was also shielding myself from joy. Now, every day feels vivid and in technicolor. No more grayscale living. But with the highs comes the lows. When we open ourselves to joy, we open ourselves to pain. It's growth and heartbreak, wonder and loss, all tangled together. Passionate living isn't just about chasing the highs and avoiding the lows. It's about embracing all of it, the messiness, the beauty, the full spectrum of what it means to be alive. With those words in your heart, let us worship together. And let us greet one another. Be sure to look for someone you haven't greeted before.
Hear me? Now we can hear me.
Yeah, I'm inviting all the kids at heart, young adults. Come on up, join me here in this sacred space. Remember that we're streaming live today. Y'all sit down. It's okay. It's all right. Gee, it's dark in here. Gosh. It's dark over there, too. Darn. Shades on. I've got, is it dark for a reason? Maybe? I'm wearing something that's making it darker, right? Sunglasses. Sorry? Sunglasses. Is it sunny in here? Is it sunny today? No. I can't tell. It's not sunny. It's sunny today. I wonder what's in this basket, this wonder basket. Any guesses what might be in this basket? What do you think? Sunglasses. Easter eggs. What do you do you think, Margalie? Toy. All right, well, I have a couple of helpers up here this morning.
I know Easter going to get us toys.
That might happen next week. So my helpers up here this morning, Lily and Jonathan, are going to help me find out what's on the basket. You want to look? What do you see? Don't hesitate to speak up.
Sunglasses and paper.
Okay, can you and your dad take those sunglasses out?
Which one do you want?
And make me put them on?
Okay.
Yeah, it's so dark in here. I'm sad. It's dark. You can put them over your glasses if it'll help,
Okay.
but I need you to look through the glasses. I have something in here I want you to look at. Do you see this little thing?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it? Okay.
Lamb chop.
It's lamb chop. Those of us of a certain age.
Lamb chop.
Lamb chops. Oh, okay, good. Lamb chop's looking kind of sad to me today. What color are you seeing lamb chop, Lily?
It looks red.
Lamb chop looks red to Lily. Jonathan?
Looks pretty blue to me.
Lamb chop looks blue to Jonathan. Lamb chop looks kind of gray to me. Maybe that's why I'm so down. What color is lamb chop, everybody? White and red. White and they're detailed. Can you see those details?
Yeah.
It's hard, but do they look a lot different because you're wearing red glasses? Wait a minute. Oh. There's detail. So you see a red lamb chop and you see a blue lamb chop, and now I don't see a gray lamb chop. I see a white lamb chop with red. So, because I took a chance and took my sunglasses off and brightened up my day, right? I saw lamb chop through a different way. But you're seeing lamb chop in a different way. What do you think? What do you think? Is it important that you understand that? Let's see if I can't feed the answer. Why do you think it's important to know that some people might see lamb chop as red?
People see people in different views.
From
and
different
stuff.
points of view, yeah? Yeah, Jonathan, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I guess we can all kind of look at the same thing, and sometimes we see it differently, even though we're all looking at the same thing.
What happens if we try to see lamb chop differently and maybe take our sunglasses off? Go ahead. Yep, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
It changes.
There we go. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah.
So do you see different details in lamb chop without the sunglasses that you might not have seen with them?
Absolutely, yeah. It's brighter, more detail. I see the ears are kind of pink.
The ears are pink.
Not overall blue.
You made the effort to see through different glasses, right? You made the effort to see through different glasses, and you made the effort to take them off and see through your eyes on your own, right? You saw through someone else's eyes?
It looks blurry now.
Well, when you take your glasses off that help you see. So today we're talking about compassion as the shadow side of joy. And sometimes we have to see and understand there's more going on in the world. And it's not always exciting, or it's all one shade. And sometimes we get joy after we understand that and are able to take our glasses off and see a wider world. Okay? That's my message this morning. So, now I'm going to invite our parents and adults to please form a bridge so our children can go off to religious enrichment classes under your loving arms. Thank you, Lily, and thank you, Jonathan. joy and pain are fundamentally tangled up with one another? Or even more to the point, what if joy is not only entangled with pain, suffering, or sorrow, but it's also what emerges from how we care for each other through those things? What if joy, instead of refuge or relief from heartbreak, is what effloresces from us as we help each other carry our heartbreaks? Which is to say, what if joy needs sorrow? Raske. Michael Lewis, Michael Lewis. So, today, Michael Lewis is coming up.
I got so distracted by those fun kids outside, I forgot I was supposed to be up here. Good morning. My name's Michael Lewis, and I'm a member of the Board of Trustees. We invite you now into the practice of generosity. It is one of our spiritual values which sustains the life and ministries of the church community. Let us be grateful for the opportunity to give, for it is a privilege to be able to do so. And let us be grateful for the needs, for our needs, for they give us the opportunity to practice receiving. Today's full collection will go to the ministries of this congregation. Our Share the Plate recipient for the month of April is Zebra Youth. The offering will now be collected. Note that you can also give online.
Scream scream and shout? Should I speak of love? Let my feelings out. I never thought I'd come to this. What's it all about? Yet, if he said he loved me, I'd be lost, I'd be frightened, I couldn't cope, just couldn't cope. I'd turn my head, I'd back away, I wouldn't want to know. He scares me so, I want him so, I love him so.
Let us joyfully receive what is offered here today in the spirit of gratitude and fellowship.
That song and the way Aubrey interpreted it definitely reminds us of what we're talking about today. Grief and sadness and that part of joy, that is to say. And right now, this is the time we set aside for deep sharing of our hearts and for prayer and meditation. If you have a sorrow that you need witnessed or help with, or a joy that you wish to share, please contribute to our collective sharing of joys and sorrows that we read from the pulpit here on Sundays. You can send those to us during the week at joysandsorrows@orlandou.org, or you can fill out a card, and our wonderful ushers, greeters, make sure that we receive it up here and share it with the rest of the community. And we also offer you an opportunity to come forward and light a candle during our candle lighting ritual. So know that you can bring your joys, bring your sorrows as we come together. Come just as you are, because your whole self is welcome in this sacred space we are creating together. We have these beautiful flowers here. They are provided by Catherine Vaccaro to honor Wendy Darrow and Libby Jackson for their work with the Free Library. So, yeah. We have a note from the Borises, specifically Adina, who says that we wanted to let the church know that Neil was on his way to the protest a couple of Saturdays ago, and I think many of you already know this, but fell, breaking his pelvis. He's home, recovering for the next 6 weeks. Adina adds, ironically, she had planned hysterectomy on Tuesday, this past Tuesday. She will also be recovering for the next several weeks. Life is never boring. We have to find humor in the chaos, she adds. We have from Angela, my sorrow is that I'm still grieving the loss of my spouse a few months ago. My joy is I'll be visiting family on the West Coast soon. Thank you for supporting me. You are so welcome, Angela. We have from Aliyah, congrats for my daughter who had a new baby boy at 6:45 this morning. 6 pounds and 9 ounces. And Mike Cohen wants to share big thanks to the dozens or more people who volunteered on the most beautiful Saturday of the year to make our 50-51 event at 1U a big success. There are more justice opportunities to volunteer in April. Next Saturday is Earth Day at Lake Eola, and the following Saturday is Beyond the Binary here at 1U. And sure, thank you so much for all the folks who show up when you can. So thank you so much. And you all always show up so generously to the different offerings here. We have from Jim Delore, yes, I know I saw him. Arlene has been moved to Cornerstone Hospice House. She only has a couple of days left. I will miss her more than I can express. Jim, know that this community is with you as you grieve, as you pre-grieve and during your deep grieving moments as well. Hi, and from the larger community, today, as you know, we're having our town hall meeting. Bishop William Cavins from Abiding Presence Faith Community will be joining us to speak with us. As I mentioned last Sunday, I was gonna try to get somebody here to speak to us about our rights and specifically around issues related to immigration. So he'll be speaking with us for about 20 minutes about our rights as we show up for in the community for justice work. And we continue to hold our communities and our country with care and the world with our compassion by acting for justice in all the small and large ways that will move the arc of the universe towards justice. And for all the joys and sorrows of this community, those shared and those we continue to hold close to our hearts, let us pray, let us celebrate, and let us send one another healing energy. As we talk about grief and joy, one of the things that needs to be included in this conversation is gratitude. And so I'm inviting us into a meditation on gratitude. So if you would let yourself sit quietly and at ease, allow your body to relax. Sometimes you don't even realize your body is not relaxed until you intentionally try to relax it. Just breathe as you normally would. Try to keep your heart at ease. And just begin thinking of feeling how, year after year, you have cared for your own life. And now let yourself begin to acknowledge that all that has supported you in this care. I'll be repeating a couple of sentences of gratitude for you to reflect on. With gratitude, I remember the people, animals, plants, insects, creatures of the sky and sea, air and water, fire and earth, all whose joyful exertion blesses my life every day. With gratitude, I remember the care and labor of 1,000 generations of elders and ancestors who came before me. I offer my gratitude for the safety and well-being I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the blessing of this earth I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the measure of health I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the family and friends I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the community I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the teachings and lessons I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the life I have been given. I invite you to sense the joy in each phrase of gratitude, especially the ones that connect with you. Practice dwelling in joy. Practice dwelling in joy until the deliberate effort of practice drops away and the intention of joy blends into the natural joy of your own wise heart. And you are invited to continue practicing gratitude way after we leave one another today, and may the practice of gratitude bring you joy. This meditation was created by Jack Cornfield, and I invite you back here together and invite you to come forward and light a candle as you are willing and able. Focus your energy on the idea that grief is part of joy and teaches us compassion. So come forward as you are willing and able to light a candle. The first candle we will light for those who are joining us online, and then we will light a last one for all the joys and sorrows we continue to hold on to. Last week, we explored joy as an act of resistance and how we need it, especially in difficult times, to remind us of what we're fighting for. And today, as we gather in this sacred space, not just to worship, but to wonder. And this morning, I want to wonder with you on this particular thing, this one particular thing about joy that may seem contradictory on the surface, even a little uncomfortable. It's the question, what if joy needs sorrow? Not what if joy can exist despite sorrow, not what if sorrow makes joy sweeter, but what if joy actually needs sorrow to exist? What if they are not opposites at all, but intertwined companions? For some, this idea may be unsettling. Many of us were raised implicitly or explicitly to believe in a kind of binary emotional landscape. Joy and sorrow are opposite forces, where one must be defeated or at least minimized for the other to flourish. Sorrow is a valley and joy is a peak. Our lives become quests to climb out of the low places and stay up high as long as we can. But I want to invite us into a deeper truth, that sorrow is not the enemy of joy, but it's soil. It is in our griefs, in our heartaches, in our losses, that the seeds of joy are planted and nurtured. That joy, real joy, the kind of joy that opens your heart wide and brings tears to your eyes, can only emerge when we have allowed ourselves to feel sorrow deeply and to walk with others through theirs. Let's once again look at the words of Krista Stryker from our call to worship. If you remember, she said, "For years I protected myself from failure, not realizing I was also shielding myself from joy. Now every day feels vivid and in technicolor. No more grayscale living. But with the highs come the lows. When we open ourselves to joy, we open ourselves to pain. It's growth and heartache, wonder and loss, all tangled together. Passionate living isn't about chasing the highs or avoiding the lows. It is embracing all of it, the messiness, the beauty, the full spectrum of what it means to be alive. The full spectrum of what it means to be alive. Yet it comes with a cost, because fully experiencing life means we must open ourselves to pain as well. It means not retreating into numbness. It means grieving losses, acknowledging injustice, and sitting with each other in heartbreak, not rushing to fix or reframe, but just being there. And here is the great spiritual paradox. When we do that, when we sit fully in sorrow, we can find something unexpected. We can find connection. We find compassion. We find one another. And sometimes in those moments, we even find joy, not after sorrow, but through it. Poet and essayist Ross Gay, and you've heard this, I did this reading for us as our reading today, that says, what if joy and pain are fundamentally tangled up with one another? Or even more to the point, what if joy is not only entangled in pain, suffering, or sorrow, but it's also what emerges from how we care for each other through those things, that is, through the pain and the sorrow? What if joy, instead of refuge or relief from those things, from heartbreak, what if joy is what effervesces or flows from us as we help each other carry those heartbreaks. This idea resonates with me very deeply, that joy is something that blooms from the act of shared sorrow. Joy is something that is cultivated, not in isolation, not in avoidance, but in community, through care, through tenderness. In a conversation with Krista Tippett on being, Ross Gay reflects on this connection with extraordinary depth, I think. He says, joy has everything to do with the fact that we are all going to die. He doesn't say that to be morbid, but to point to the reality of our shared impermanence. When we truly know that our time is limited, that all things, all people are passing, we begin to cherish the present moment with fierce tenderness. Ross also says, joy is the moment when my alienation from people, but not just people, but the whole thing, when that goes away. I'll say that again. So for him, joy is the moment when that alienation he could feel from people, when that goes away. Joy is the moment when alienation dissolves, when we remember that we belong to each other, when we experience a sense of connection that is so real, so deep, that it transcends the moment itself. It might be the squeeze of a friend's hand in a hospital waiting room. It might be the sight of someone sharing their sandwich with a stranger. It might be the warm tears of a reunion after years of absence, or even the shared laugh that erupts after a funeral when the weight of loss momentarily lifts, or something sacred stirs between us. These are all moments of joy, but they are joy braided with sorrow, like vines growing up the same trellis. And this is why grief, far from being something to push away, is an integral part of our spiritual lives. It teaches us how to care. It softens the sharp edges of our judgments. It humbles us. It calls us into compassion, and it binds us together. Grief teaches us how to hold each other. In that same conversation between Gay and Tippett, they speak of public tenderness, of how joy can be a radical, countercultural act. In a world so often organized around punishment, around productivity, around consuming and achieving, joy is an interruption, especially when it rises from something as inefficient and vulnerable as caring for someone else's pain. Ross writes, celebrating small joys, or what he called delights. A stranger offering you fruit from their garden, a child laughing in the checkout line, someone holding the door for just a moment longer than it needed to be held. These aren't grand moments, but they are moments of tenderness, and they arise in lives that have known sorrow. They arise in your life. Some of us here carry fresh joy. I know this to be true. Maybe the loss of a loved one, maybe the loss of a dream, maybe the sorrow of injustice. Others of us are carrying old griefs that still pulses decades later. Some of us are grieving unnamed things, the life that could have been, maybe, the world we hoped for, the childhood we needed. Whatever the shape of your joy, know this, it belongs here. You belong here, and your grief is not in the way of your joy. It is part of the path of it. In fact, it is the most trustworthy guide. The great mystic poets and prophets have all known this. Buddhist teacher Pema Chodron writes, only to the extent that we expose ourselves over and over to annihilation can that which is indestructible be found in us. The Sufi poet Rumi wrote, the wound is the place where the light enters you. And even the Christian mystic Julian Norwich proclaimed that in the end, all shall be well. But she said this only after visions of suffering and darkness. All these prophets knew joy isn't the absence of sorrow. Joy is what survives. Joy is what is born from tending it. So let us be a people who tend sorrow well. Let us be a congregation where tears are welcome, where pain isn't silenced, where we show up for each other, not just to celebrate, but to grieve. Because this is the soil in which joy grows. Let us not be afraid to be in the wilderness of one another's sorrow. Ross wrote, what if we joined our wildernesses together? What if the wildernesses, the thickets, bogs, swamps, and our sorrows, is sorrow the true wild? What if we join them, your wild to mine? What's that? For joining two is the kind of annihilation. What if we join our sorrows? I'm saying, he said, what if that is joy? Joining our sadnesses, joining our wildernesses together and being in it together with one another. What if that is joy? What if joy is not the sunlight that burns away the mist of sorrow, but the tender green shoot that rises from the mud? What if joy is not the reward of healing, but the very process of healing itself? What if joy needs sorrow not as opposite, but as its womb? Let us be brave enough to find out. Let us weep and laugh together, mourn and dance and stumble and rise together. Let us practice this great and radical faith of ours. Let us practice this great radical trust in that joy will come, not in spite of sorrow, but through it, with it, because of it. Let it be so, beloveds. Let us be so blessed. And now join me in singing hymn number 1006, In My Quiet Sorrow. And please rise in body or spirit.
Let
Beloveds, go in peace, live gently, but with joy in your heart, remembering that sorrow or grief is the soil for joy. Worship has ended, and now the service truly begins. We have the town hall meeting at 12. Next door, we are inviting you to attend. And Bishop William Cavins from Abiding Presence Faith Community will be here to talk to us about our rights as we do justice work, as we practice this call of ours. So, town hall meeting next door. You don't even have to put your plate down. We'll have it right in Gore Hall as you're having your coffee or the cookies or the snacks. So, hope to see you there. And now, we extinguish the chalice.
Please say these words with me as we extinguish this flame. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.